I got some right here.
Right in front?
Right out this way, yeah, 50 feet
50
that way.
feet, okay.
Yeah, like right in between
In
me
between
and
us?
you. See him right here?
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, he's coming up for your bait.
Oh yep, and the bobber's down.
Down. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I just saw him come. I saw him come up for the bait.
And we got him.
I saw that. That
That's
was
just
cool.
so cool. You see him come up.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
I saw.
and then the bobber goes down.
I saw your leech sitting there, and then all of a sudden, wow, that's a better one.
Yeah, he's feeling.
There you go.
Feeling nice. Definitely a nettable model.
We just got out on the water. We're up on Lake Vermilion, and we're hunting Waldo. You know, Lake Vermilion's really one of those really incredible lakes in the fact that just because of the way the depth level is, it's got different types of flats. It's got big weed flats. It's got big shoreline structures, big main lake points. But today what we're going to be targeting is actually looking for walleyes on rock humps. And this lake is just littered with isolated rock islands. And we're going to look at strategies for catching walleyes on rock humps.
Lake Vermilion beast.
Wow.
Closed captioning is provided by Smooth Moves, adjustable boat seat suspensions for a smoother ride.
Oop, look at that there.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh. Right there, look at that, right there. That's a walleye. He's right on the very crown of the hump. Like right there. See him right there? Are you set real shallow?
It up, yep.
The top of it is at 6 foot. Got him. There you go. Ooh, whoa. That's a whopper there. That's a big one.
All right, I will get the scoop.
See, that's what's so cool about this electronics technology today is in the fact how you can see the fish out away from the boat so you're not spooking them, you know what I mean? It's just amazing. Like we sort of came creeping up. We're fishing right now a bunch of these really small isolated humps, and we could pull up onto the structure and we're not driving over the fish so you're not scaring them. Here's a good one right here, Mr. Wallace.
So we like to hear.
You know, Vermilion's got a lot of different size structure of fish, but you know, it's like so many of these lakes that are you can only take so many of them, you know, in the protected slot, so it's got a lot of big fish in it. Like the one I got on here. This is a pretty sporty model here. Come here, buddy.
Oh yeah, real nice one.
There you go. Come here, buddy.
Bruiser.
There you go. Whoa.
Wasn't quite ready.
No. Come here, buddy. There you go. Did you get him? Oh, there you go. You did get him. I didn't know if you went in the net or not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We got him.
Yeah, bring him aboard. Ooh.
Nice fish.
Oh, look at that. That's what I mean. It's so cool. So cool. Look at this. One thing about these fish here, look how pretty they are. They're just gorgeous. There you go. Beautiful fish. Little fetzo. I like these big goldies. We'll get her back in the drink. Buddy. Oh, look at that guy. Come here. Ooh. Right now I'm using both forward-facing sonar. There's a walleye right there, exactly 35 feet directly in front of the boat. But one thing that's really nice when I'm working both with forward-facing sonar as well as 360. 360 gives you a really cool idea of actually how the cover is laid out. And a lot of times when you're looking, like you can see there's a giant boulder there, there's a whole ridge of rocks like a spine right here, and that's what we're casting to, that actual spine of rocks there. Right now we're having to be fishing walleyes in the top of the hump like this, but I actually use it for smallmouth, muskies the exact same way. You can use this, you know, 360 to make accurate casts right to specific rocks and strips of boulders, drop-offs, you know, like a little inside corner of where the boulders are sort of lined up on these spots.
There we go.
Got him?
Got one of them.
Yep, there you go. I mean, that's how fast it is. You cast right to the fish. I mean, there's another better one.
Yeah, he's decent. Pull out the net for him.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. It was one of those deals where you saw him on the Mega Live, you pitch to him, the popper goes down and you catch him. It's that easy.
Got him. Another one.
Jim's hooked up.
You know, what's sort of interesting about, you know, fishing humps like this, you know, the fish, move around on them, and you know, there's certain portion of the hump based on how the fish are positioned, where the bait is at. Like right now we're fishing like right on the crowns of these things. But realistically, as the summer goes on, a lot of times, you know, where the absolute best spots are the transitions, the hard to soft bottom transitions around the perimeter of these structures. This is another better one here, bub. Look at that there.
Oh yeah, real
Really
nice
one.
fish.
Come here, fatty. Little fatso. Come here, buddy.
Netted one.
Yep.
One's going back.
Back down. Now you're whistling, Dixie. I like
go.
that.
There you go, sir.
Yeah, that's cool. A lot of fish. Boy, there's a lot of these guys in here. Come here. This guy here. Is this guy a keeper or no? Or he's too big?
He looks like he might be too big.
Okay.
We could tape him.
Let's see. There you go. Look at that pretty fish. Look at that guy. Let me get her back. I'll let her go as much as boy, my wife would really like to eat this guy, I think. I don't know. Jake Wallace would too. He's actually a sort of a fishmonger. Come here, buddy. Come here.
This segment is brought to you by Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line.
Now, one of the key tools to fishing, no matter where you are, but especially on Lake Vermilion, is having access to high-quality mapping like Hummingbird's Lake Master VX chip. Now, today we've been utilizing the depth highlight feature because, like James said, there is a ton of structure out here. So what we've done is we've got our settings set. The min is at 5 feet and the max is at 10. So anything between 5 and 10 feet is going to show up as green. And so we've just been moving from spot to spot looking for any green highlights in the deep water basin. So right now we've got a shallow water rocks reef we've been working. We've gone around it, and now we'll just move to the next one, and then we'll move down here to the next one, and we'll just go along piece by piece, picking off these shallow water structures. And we'll use forward facing sonar in 360, go around. If we don't see anything, all right, move to the next one. If we see a few, pitch to them, and we'll just keep covering spots and move from rock spot to rock spot until we keep finding walleyes.
Oh, that's a walleye. Got him. Nice. Good one. Ooh, that's a better one there, big boy.
All right,
This is
so
a
I
real
like to
mule.
hear.
Oop. Wow, this boy here's a sporty one here. Ooh, we got Elmer Gantry on here. This is a big one. You can feel the head beat on
see
that
the
dog.
head.
Yeah, that's a real animal there. Ooh, wow.
Those head shakes make you nervous.
No, we've been fishing shallow. You know, there's a lot of different ways to fish these reefs like this, you know, depending on where the fish are positioned on them. We've been fishing a lot of finesse fishing up really shallow. We had a cold front come through last night, so we've been fishing primarily a float rig, and then I've been casting just a moon eye jig and a night crawler and fishing really sort of slow. A lot of times, you know, when they're up on top like what we've been catching, a lot of times it's a really good time to be, you know, catching them on crankbaits. I got a shad wrap elite on, or a regular shad wrap can be really hot. They got some, obviously some terror jigs can work really good. Then sometimes when you go deep, you know, a lot of times we're bottom bouncing and rigging along the, you know, the hard bottom transition where the rocks transition into the mud around the perimeter of these type of rock structures. Man, this is just
Ooh.
a big pike.
I don't know, I just saw a flash. I can see some color, but I can't tell what it is.
I don't know. Boy, it doesn't feel like a pike. It's a walleye. It's a great big walleye.
Yeah, it is a real big walleye.
Yeah, it's a big walleye. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there you go. That's a real one there. The thing is, this lake is so incredible because it's got so many of these fish in it like this, you know what I mean? It's not uncommon to go catch 4, 5, 6 of these in a day. Like this size, I'm telling you the truth. I mean, that's a good one there. Look at that guy there, that's a beauty there. Oh, there you go, Bubba. That's a real mule.
Nicely done. Ready?
Okay, there you go. Look at that one there. That's a real Lake Vermilion beauty there. Boy, look at that thing. That is just a tank. Look at that thing. Wow, whoa, come here, buddy. Whoa, man, that's a beautiful walleye right there. We got might have to. Can you get a still picture of that guy there? That's a beautiful fish. Look at that thing. That's a tank and a half. Real big-bodied fish carrying a lot of weight on her. Beautiful animal. Wow, is that fun? It really is. That's really special. That's the biggest walleye I've caught this year. We'll put her back in the water and we'll get another one. Okay. You know, that fish came out of about 6 foot of water and I casted right to it. And what I've been using is just a chunk of nightcrawler, or a half a nightcrawler, and a jig. Just a moon-eye jig. Sometimes you use a VMC hardball jigs, just a really lightweight jig. We got a real slow drop speed on it. And then just like a half of a night crawler. This is really finesse. We had that cold front come through and those fish can get really sort of pretty skittish and you have to fish really slow. That's why that really lightweight jig and the slip float's been working so well today anyway. In the afternoon I may have to break out the crankbaits. I saw that one. I casted right to it.
So that was on a number 8 Shad Rap.
Your style of boat control is really key.
One that was there from the very beginning.
You want to be able to see in the water. The adventure begins.
We are loaded for bear. We got
You know,
bites.
there's so many different ways to fish for walleye. Dependability and efficiency.
Simple, fast, and easy.
The best rods on the planet.
You know, realistically, not all humps are created equal, and seasonally, these humps change and how they're used changes. Like right now, we're still pretty early season, so what we're doing is actually fishing, yes, humps that are offshore humps, but they're more closer to the back ends of the bays. They're draining out. The fish spawned in the back ends of the bays, in the creeks, and the shoreline flats, and as they drain out, they get to the first humps, and that's what we've been fishing, is the shallower flats where the main basin in here is like 20, 30 feet around. But as the season progresses, like in the next 2 or 3 weeks, more and more of these fish are going to start collecting on the outside humps, and I'm talking the ones that actually have 25, 35, 40 feet basins that are surrounded by deep water. So there's this like progression, and the interesting thing is once you identify sort of where those humps are in the lake, you can drive around the lake and stay at about that zone or that range, and there'll be a lot of fish on all those humps. The fish are gradually moving out seasonally, but they're moving out like in a big wave. And it's sort of cool because this applies to walleyes, it applies to muskies and smallmouth bass, the exact same thing. You know, Lake Vermilion, this is just like many of our Canadian shield lakes. This is like a mini Lake of the Woods. I mean, it's an unbelievable lake, thousands of islands, you know, this massive amount of water, which is, it's just an amazing, amazing fishery. I've been fishing it for like 35, 40 years and I've caught just oodles of big fish out of this lake, smallmouth, walleyes. We even got some nice bluegills today. Big rock pile out here. Look at this out here.
Got him.
There you go. There you go. You got another biggie?
I think so.
You got the.
I think we got another nice one.
What?
Might have found a school of big ones. We'll see though.
It's a good one. Huh?
Yeah, for sure a good one.
Yeah.
That's the thing here though. These fish can fight just so hard. Not quite as big as yours,
Let's see.
but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's a walleye.
Oh, he isn't a bad one.
Yeah, no,
he's
not
a
at
biggie.
all.
No.
One of those slot fish.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's my trick nets.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. What a nice fish. Now, once I get this fish unhooked, I kind of want to run through the setup I've been using today because this setup is quickly becoming my favorite setup to throw for walleyes. Here we go. There we go. Get him unbuttoned. Gorgeous Lake Vermilion eye.
I got another one.
And Mr. Lindner's hooked up. All right, we'll fire him back. You need the net, sir?
No, this is a similar model of what you got going there. Oh, he came off.
Okay.
He came off.
All right, now I want to run through my setup here quick because this has been an awesome setup for me all summer. And it is the St. Croix Icon Drift and Float. Now it's an 8-foot rod. It's a medium light power with a fast action, and it is great for throwing floats out there. You can get them out a distance from the boat. It's got enough length where you have enough leverage to set the hook if your float is, you know, say 20, 30 feet away from you. I've got it paired up with a Daiwa Ballistic, a 2500. It's got a super smooth drag. You know, I've caught a couple big pike, some big walleyes. It's handled them great. Spooled up with Suffix 832 10-pound, down to a VMC cork, a little bullet weight, little swivel, and then about a 4-foot fluorocarbon leader, 10-pound, down to a 1/16 ounce VMC Moon Eye jig. Pair that with a leech and you've got a deadly setup for, you know, walleyes, but you're gonna catch panfish, you're gonna catch northern pike, you're gonna catch smallmouth bass. This rod can do it all.
They like to eat when you're throwing the right thing.
You don't have all bluebird flat calm days.
Just a perfect eating size fish. See, that's what I'm talking about, these Daiwa drags.
We got walleye stuff, we got crappie stuff, we got pike stuff.
This boat is rigged up about as nice.
Easy to use, and it flat out works.
It's a must-have when you're talking about big waves. Well, these trout are so darn tough.
Incredible 11-year warranty.
There he is. Whoa.
That's a big one.
Nice, okay. Coming with the scoop.
That's a bigger one there. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. That's more like it.
What?
That's
What?
more
What's
like
that?
it.
What? Whoa.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that dog. Okay, put him on the deck here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, there you go. Wow. Look at that guy. Wow. That's another real beauty. Wow. Ooh, that wasn't even hooked that bad. Look at that. Just that little moon eye, you know, leech. Whoa. Beautiful fish, though. Look at that thing. Gorgeous. Look at that. Cool. I like that. I like when those big boys hit it.
Yep.
I really do. There's a lot of them in here. You know, over the years, we spent a lot of time up on this lake fishing for all different species of fish, for muskies, walleyes, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. And over the course of a year, these exact same reef systems, right now we're here in the second week of June, and the walleyes are on the tops of these outside reef systems. But as the season develops, the smallmouth bass are going to be here. In the not so distant future, muskies come and use these exact same spots. And every underwater structure is laid out different. Where the big boulders are at, where the cups are at, where the flats and sand transitions are. And it's sort of interesting because once you mark a spot out, you come back there year after year and catch fish off these exact same locations off these pumps. But we're here in early season and the Walleyes are up high on the tops of the outside humps. And Mr. Wallace has got another one, okay? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's not
I
bad.
mean, considering how many of these we've caught today, I mean, that's a really nice, I mean, look at that guy.
Yeah, for
I'm
this
so-
to be the average,
Yeah.
Lake Vermilion is one special place. Right there, that's your average.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's such an incredibly fertile fishery, though. You know, the whole lake is food shelves based on the depth, you know, and deep, shallow, and the reefs and the weed beds. The real key is when you move around on these reefs to, you know, to get on top of them, because sometimes they're off the edge, sometimes they're on top. They move around a lot. Walleyes are real movers and groovers when you're talking looking for food.
You know, Dan and I get to travel a lot. We spend a lot of time together in the editing suites. We're talking about business, talking about shows, talking about life in general, and a lot of different subject matters. And he shared something with me a while back that really blessed me. I said, that would make a good close. Take it.
So we were raised by my dad, you guys, to never be embarrassed of your faith, never ever deny your faith, and never have, you know. And I've always instilled that into my kids. And I tell you that to tell you this. Earlier in the year, my son, who's at an impressionable age, 10 years old, this is when you pull into the school and you honk the horn and he gets embarrassed and dives in the back, which I believe is a rite of passage because my dad did it to me. So they get embarrassed of things. So anyways, he's at a hockey tournament. It's the last game, big championship game, and the coaches ask, does anybody want to say anything? And Jack raises his hand. He says, I'd like to have a team prayer prior to the game. And they prayed, and I got a call back from both the coaches after that game, and they were both emotionally shook. They were like almost in tears of how proud they were of, excuse me, my son standing on his faith in front of all of his friends. So it just touched me.
I know. I love it.
Very, very proud of him.
I am proud of him. I'm glad you shared that with me. And, you know, I really believe the world we're living in today is a mess. And it all goes back to when we pulled prayer out of the schools for the young people. That's when the problems started. That's the problems that we're facing today. In there. You can't pray in here, pull the 10 Commandments off of here. Any moral code is gone. It's gone. They're trying to kick God out of everything. And the only hope for this world and its future is more seed hearing the word of God like that at a young age, the impressionable age. And that's what's going to change this world, nothing else. Prayer and God, God's grace and mercy. I get emotional too. Hey, from all of us here at The Edge, you have a great fishing season. We'll see you on the water.